What's going on, Max? Let him in. Make it fast.
Sonny.
Yeah.
Anthony Zakara is disintegrating. He's going to fall completely apart if his son Johnny isn't returned safe and sound. Now, you're a father. You can understand that. So if you've got a couple of favors to call in, now would be a good time.
Lulu Spencer is the daughter of an old friend of mine. I expect you to treat her with respect and be careful when you bring her in.
You're not getting this, are you? Anthony holds Lulu Spencer responsible for busting Johnny out of the joint. And if Johnny dies... Listen, understand me. Anthony is going to destroy everyone and anyone that he holds responsible, including you.
I have nothing to do with this, Trevor.
Do you think for a moment that he forgets that you kidnapped his son, you locked him up in a padded cell, you beat him up and you starved him? You're at the top of the list! You're gonna pay! Along with your family and everybody else you care for.
You threatening me?
I am asking you to make a couple of calls. Please, get in touch, if you can't do it, with Jason Morgan and have him and his people find Lulu and John.
Jason doesn't want to listen to me.
Then find somebody else, someone, somehow to take care of this. Do it for your family. Hell, do it for Kate.
I don't want her to get messed up in this.
No, don't worry, Max. I'm sure that it's fine. Trevor, what are you doing here? If Johnny and Lulu have been found, is that why you're here?
Katie, I don't know where they are. And their time is running out.
Meeting's over, Trevor.
Why do I hear these terrible rumors that you're going to marry him?
Well, those terrible rumors are all true.
You work so hard. Why would you waste your life by marrying a washed-up gangster?
Was there a congratulations in there? I didn't hear one. Did you hear one?
No, I didn't hear anything.
You got to admit that you've lowered your expectations. You used to place priority on your career.
Oh, Trevor, don't assume I didn't want to get married just because I didn't want to marry you.
Well, sweetie, I hate to be rude, but did I ever ask?
Then we both got what we wanted. It's always lovely to see you, Trevor, but I would like a moment with my fiancé.
Ah, Katie, we had some wonderful times. I introduced you to everybody that you needed to know all those weekends at the Hamptons. I even bought you that apartment on the Upper East Side. You loved being taken care of. You love being kept. And you love being mine.
It was a long time ago, Trevor. And we've all moved on.
Well, I hope that you are as grateful to Sonny as you were to me. And you didn't mind proving it, did you?
You feel like a big man now, Trevor? Embarrassing my fiancé after asking me for a favor? Don't make any sense to me.
My relationship with Kate has got nothing to do with the business that we talked about here. You find a way to get Jason Morgan on board.
What was that about?
Trevor, just give me your hand. He just wants me to lean on Jason to bring Johnny and Lulu home.
Well, does Jason know where they are?
If he did, he'd do everything he can to make sure Lulu comes home safe.
I'm very worried about her.
I'll tell you what, the longer she stays out, the more dangerous it's going to get. All it takes is one trigger-happy cop. Or, Johnny losing his temper, shooting somebody, and then Lulu gets charged as an accessory.
Why is it so impossible for them to turn themselves in peacefully? I don't get it. Can't they contact the police themselves? Can't they call a lawyer? Why don't they call the evening news? No one's going to shoot them if the media...
If I was still in the business, you wouldn't even think about it. I'd track them down in 2 seconds. I'm not. I'm out. So now it's up to Jason to deal with it.
Well, I really should get back to the office, but you know what? Every time I'm there, I can't stop thinking about Lulu. I mean, granted, she hardly ever showed up, and when she did, my coffee was always lukewarm. But still, I can't stop thinking about her. Where she is, and how she must be terrified.
You know what? I gotta tell you, that's what I miss most. Telling the person that I love that I will take care of everything and make it right.
Time to change the subject.
I didn't say I was going back.
So we have to talk about wedding presents?
No, we don't. That's a good change of subject.
Yes, thank you. We have things to decide.
There's no... Kate, there's nothing to decide. We have everything we need. Tell the people to contribute to the Stone Kate's Memorial Wing at the hospital. Leave it at that.
Well, I was talking about my present to you.
The present to me? You're my present for the rest of my life.
Well, don't you want some sort of token? You know, something private, something with meaning just between the two of us? Something from the old neighborhood?
Oh, all I want is you.
There must be something else that you want. Something you did want.
Besides running away with you, nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Besides, I don't know, cars and designer suits and money and respect and money and money and did I mention money?
Did I tell you I have everything and I don't need anything?
There must be something else. Something else that you wanted. Think when you were a boy.
Okay, I always wanted to see the Brooklyn Dodgers play at Ebbets Field. But when I was a kid, it had already been torn down, and Mike used to tell me stories that he used to watch them play from, you know, the gate at the center field. And he'd sneak into the lobby in Italian marble, and the chandeliers were shaped like baseball bats.
Yeah, my grandparents, they had season passes to the Brooklyn Dodgers, and they said Brooklyn was never the same once they went to L.A.
Why did they tear down Ebbets Field? Mike said he cried.
Of course he cried.
Yeah.
Didn't he tell you? They painted the wrecking ball like a baseball. It was cruel.
Just get me whatever you want, okay? From Ebbets Field, you can give me a picture, a postcard, whatever. Any kind of memorabilia would be nice. Because you know what? You're all I need.
That's right, Brooklyn. Ebbets Field. It's baseball, Clarice. Yes, it was built around the turn of the century. Actually, it might have been in World War I. Anyway, they tore it down in the 60s. Now, what I want you to do is get me an original poster signed by the Brooklyn Dodgers. No, Clarice, they actually were in Brooklyn a long time before they went to Los Angeles, and they played in Ebbets Field. Clarice, just get me the poster.
The Brooklyn Dodgers? I never pegged you as a vintage baseball fan.
Well, I have a lot of interests.
Yes, including Michael Corinthos Jr. I understand you're planning to marry him. I suppose congratulations is in order. Although I have a word of warning for you.
I may not know you that well, Mr. Jacks, but trust me, I have been warned ad nauseum about Sonny.
You see, my brother's very fond of you, and he believes that you're making a profound mistake. Now, I have no opinion either way. I just know that Sonny's made some dangerous associates over the years, so it's highly unlikely that Sonny will ride into the happily ever after with you.
Yes, but as you may know, Sonny has left the so-called business.
Well, Sonny knows too much. He's hurt too many people. Sooner or later, he's going to have to pay. Have a lovely day. Bye.
Hi. I'd like to speak to Sonny alone, please.
Go ahead. Excuse me.
Sure.
What's wrong?
I'm not sure that I should be saying this to you because I'm very concerned that you're going to retaliate. But as Christina's father, I think that you should know.
What? Tell me, what's going on?
Anthony Zakara approached Christina in the park today, and if anything happens to Johnny, I have no doubt that he's going to go after Christina.